Here's a little ice cream bean tree that I had planted in the wrong spot, which was over here between, okay, what I had is I had it right here, and then later on I came along and planted 2 sugarcane stalks. And now the sugarcane stalks have taken over the whole area, and where I had the little tree was right in there where my shadow is, right there. And I dug the little tree out. Its roots were not even very big because it wasn't able to compete with the sugarcane. So I moved it over here and I planted it in this soil, which is amazing. This soil is very nice and crumbly compared to our usual clay soil. Oh, and look at that. I'm disturbing worms. Did you see that? And it smells so beautiful. So the worms, and there's fungi in here also. Forest fungi, which I got from Paul Stamets. And that's really doing a nice job on our super heavy clay soil. So, so there's a little ice cream bean tree. And then I gave it a little bit of the eco enzyme in water. And finished it off. And so the rose petals method, if you don't know that, it's where you dig the initial hole and then you go around and lift up all this, like this whole band of soil right here. You lift it up with your shovel. So like about a foot around the plant, I just dig in and lift up the soil so that it's, because it's heavy clay soil, and for us, we need to get some oxygen in there and make more passageways for creatures. So basically that's it. I made a little hole, put the little root ball in there and oriented it where it could fit nicely. And then covered that back up. And I put all the pieces from the rose petal pieces that I call them rose petals because they're like little bits around the circle, shovelfuls that look a little bit like a rose petal. Anyway, it just kind of looks also like a rose when you go around and you put your shovel into the soil. It makes a design that looks like a rose. So yeah, that's how I soften up the soil around the little plant. And yeah, that's fun. And then right behind here is a grapevine that I trimmed off, and I thought, well, I'll just try planting it and see. And I put rooting hormone on it and I put it in the soil, and I just checked it today, and inside the soil the roots are fully alive. So I'm very excited about that, just from cutting a little root hormone and then putting it in our nice soil. What the thing about the soil is that we've put so much mulch over time to cover it so that the life forms underneath the soil can thrive, that now there's a lot of life forms under there. And plus we also got Paul Stamets' mycorrhizal fungi, and those fungi help in so many ways. If that's like a trifecta in the garden, you have to have, you have to have the plants, the animals, and the fungi. So I call them, the plants are the Flora, the animals are the Fauna, and the fungi, or the mushrooms, are the fungi. And today we have oyster mushrooms for breakfast and bananas. So very fun, and I wish you all lots and lots of love, and let's all create beautiful food forests wherever we are on planet Earth and experience the joys of health freedom, food freedom, financial freedom, and happiness. Aloha!